Hello everybody, I am Renee Ayton and I'm here at the Gathering Place to give you a Tai Chi lesson. So we'll start by honoring each other with a bow. If you'll stand up nice and straight with your feet together, and then we take a bow. And then I'd like you to open your feet up to be hip width apart, and the feet are parallel, which means your toes are pointed in the same direction and the outsides of your feet are in a straight line. And we're going to start by just taking 3 deep, calming breaths. And the way we breathe in Tai Chi is we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. So let's try that. Breathe in nice and deep through your nose. Inhale, 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 all the way to your lower belly. And when you're full of air, slowly exhale through parted lips. And let's do that again. So inhale, nice and deep. And exhale, and just relax as you exhale. And let's do this one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. We are going to learn about the horse stance today, a little more in depth than we did the last time. You learned that Tai Chi was a form practiced by Shaolin warrior monks practicing Kung Fu. It helped them develop into very fine warriors. And Tai Chi for a very long time was kept secret by families who were trying to build up their warriors so that they could have more land and more control over their kingdoms. So it was a very closely guarded secret because it made the warriors very powerful. So we're going to work on the horse stance a little more today, and I'm going to guide you through some more exercises. Let's open up into a horse stance. We bend our knees, opening up the left foot. Feet are a little better than shoulder width apart and parallel. So you want to make sure your toes are lined up. Tuck the belly forward, knees are opening up, grip the floor with your toes like an eagle's talons. And let's open up our arms into the big hug so our palms are facing down. Make sure there's space between your fingertips for the chi to flow, or the energy. And make sure that your hands are just a little lower than your shoulders. We don't want to be up here or here. We want to be just a little lower than our shoulders. Make sure they're down and back and you're relaxed. Now let's breathe in deep into our belly through our nose. So let's do that. Inhale. And exhale through gently parted lips. Blow, blow, blow until you can't blow anymore. And when you think you're empty, you're really not. So press a little more and get the last bit of stale old air out. And then inhale again. And exhale, nice, slow and controlled. And we'll do one more. Stay with me. Inhale. Now as you exhale, gently bring your arms down to your sides. Now we're going to turn our palms up and inhale as we go up. This is carry the bowl. Now our palms are facing the ceiling. Our fingers are still apart. And our hands are still lower than our shoulders. We're not up here or here, down here. We extend our arms. Grip the floor with your toes. Knees are pressing out. And let's inhale again, nice and deep through the nose. And exhale. Give me one more time. Inhale. Now as we exhale, gently bring our arms down. And we're going to go back into one last big hug. So inhale up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale and bring the hands down just to where your waist is. So where your belly button is, find that. That's the level you're going to want your hands. Now this next exercise is called leading the sheep. We stay in our horse stance. If you start to get tired, you can come up a little bit. You don't have to stay down there. But as soon as you regain your strength, get back down into that horse. It's real important to keep contact with the earth. So in this exercise, our hands are the sheep. And we are going to twist the top of our body without moving our hips or our knees. So we twist to the right, and we come back and twist to the left. And it's a back and forth motion with our hands at navel height, and we are following our hands. So the sheep are leading us back and forth. Your palms are always facing out. Then you turn and your palms go back in the other direction. Head and eyes follow the hands, looking out beyond as you go back and forth. And as you get better at this, as you get stronger, you will get faster. And you will be able to stay rooted firmly to the earth as you go back and forth with your arms. Very good. Now we're going to do bird flies through the clouds. So our arms go up. These are the birds. And the tips of our fingers are the beaks. So we're going to swoop down and down and down. And once again, when we go back and forth, we keep our hips and our knees facing straight forward. Stay rooted to the earth. Think of those eagle talons. Back and forth. And come back. Very good. Now, another animal. Tiger wraps around the pole. So we got to make those fists the way we did the last time. So bend the fingers in and wrap the thumb outside your knuckles, like this. And try to keep this part of your fist flat. Put those fists at your hips. Shoulders are down and back. Now we're going to twist and punch down. So starting with your left hand, you're going to twist outside your right foot and punch down and come back. Now the other hand, down and back, down and back, down and back. When we punch down, we want to stop before we straighten the arm completely, locking the elbow, because we want to protect our joints. So we pull back a little bit, but we do punch down hard. And I like to tell my students, when we do this exercise, think of something you want to get rid of. So I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore. I'm going to punch it out. It's going away. I'm not going to be sick anymore. I'm not going to be frustrated anymore. I'm getting rid of this so I can be happy all the time, right? Okay, so that's tiger wraps around the pole. With this one as well, you get faster and you do this at a much greater rate of speed. But that comes with time. You want to make sure you're using the muscles in your core or your abdomen when you are twisting back and forth, because that will help strengthen you. And again, always stay rooted to the earth. From here, come on up a little bit and just waggle back and forth just to give your knees a break. When we move in Tai Chi, there's a lot of weight shifting on a level plane. So, I will give you a for instance. You're going to do this with me. This is your right leg. From your hip, not from your bottom of your foot, but from way up at the top, turn that entire leg out so your right toe is pointing at the wall. Get your weight over your left leg. You see how I'm bending my knee? Keep the right leg straight and pointing there. Now we're just going to go back and forth. So as I bend my right leg, I straighten my left leg. And then I come back, nice and slow. It's more important to be slow and controlled than it is to be fast in this movement. And you will see that it takes strength to do this. Pretend you have a book balancing on top of your head. You want to go side to side, no up and down. Side to side, you're gliding smooth. You can even put your hands out like this if it helps you. Pretend you have them on a countertop. You can even do this next to a countertop if you have balance challenge. This is a great way to do this exercise. Okay? Very good. So let's come back. Whenever we finish, we turn a leg back so the toe points in front. Now we're going to do it on the other side. So we put our weight onto our right leg, turn our left leg out at the hip, and do the same thing. So shift to the left, and then back to the right, like you're gliding. You're so smooth. Just glide and glide. Very, very good. Okay, now we're going to add a movement to this, but let's get back into a horse stance. So once again, bring that leg back around. Here we are in a horse. One of the movements in the 108 movement form of Yang style Tai Chi is a backhand press. And all it is bending your arm at the elbow, like you're going to shake somebody's hand, except keep your elbow back towards your body. And then take your left hand and put it right on your wrist, kind of like where you would take your pulse, okay? So you put it right there. And then instead of pushing the way it sounds like you're supposed to, a backhand press, you're actually pressing with the back of the hand. So it's the hand that's leading, and this guy is just going along for the ride, okay? So we're gonna get our legs into position. So turning that right leg out, our weight is over our left leg. Go ahead and bend your elbow, left hand on the wrist. And here we go. As we move, we're gonna do a backhand press. Keep your wrist nice and flexible. It's kind of like a leaf blowing in the wind, back and forth. And your head and eyes should follow out over the top of your hand and arm. You don't want your hand up here in front of your face. You can't see who's coming to get you. Keep it down low and float out and back. And exhale out if you can, and inhale when you come back. That helps too. Try that. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale one last time. Exhale and inhale. Very good. Now remember what I said, bring that leg, turn it from the hip, facing forward. Now we got to do it on the other side. Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other side so that we stay balanced. So get your weight over your right leg, turn that left leg out at the hip. Now this time I want you to bend your left arm like you're going to shake somebody's hand. It feels awkward when it's not on the side that you normally do that with. And take your right hand and put it on your wrist. Are we ready? Here we go. Press out. And then you come back. Remember, head and eyes follow the hand. Out and back. Out and back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. One last time. And come back. Take that left leg, turn the toe to the front. We're back in a horse stance. Very well done. Excellent. At this point in our practice, I typically do a Qigong exercise called Lift the Sky. do that. It's a pretty quick one, but it's a really nice one and it'll make you feel really good. So straighten your knees, staying in the horse. Bring your hands together, palms up. And inhale and bring your hands up to the ceiling and then turn them so the palms are facing the ceiling. And when you exhale, you're going to bring your arms down. And when they're parallel with the floor, straighten your knees. So let's try that one more time. You inhale up, look up, turn the palms to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing your arms down, and then straighten the knees. Now, just as I talked before about Qigong has one little added element to the form, which is your focus or relaxed intent. In this form of Qigong, we are thinking about really positive, wonderful things coming to us. In traditional Chinese medicine, the sun and the moon and the stars play really big roles in health because we are really attached to everything in nature. And they are very big influences on nature. The moon pulls in the tide, the sun makes things grow, and it makes us really happy when we get to go out and play on a sunny day, have picnics, go swimming. So I want you to think of any really positive things that you remember about the sun. It's kind of dark here in Northeast Ohio in the winter, so it's always wonderful when we have a sunny day. What does that feel like? What does that feel like when the sun comes down on your skin and on the top of your head? How does it make you feel inside? Does it sometimes make you feel happy in your belly, make you feel like laughing or jumping for joy? That's what I want you to feel when you do this, except controlled. So as we go up, we're bringing our energy up, and we look at the sky, and there's the sun in a bright blue heaven, and we pull that sunshine down around our body. Oh, it feels so good. Let's go up for some more. Are you ready? Inhale on the way up. Grab that sunshine, exhale and bring it down around you. Very good, let's go again. Here we go, bright sunshiny day. Inhale up. Exhale and bring that wonderful warmth and light all around you. Very good. You can do this exercise multiple times. It's a really wonderful one to do when you wake up in the morning. If anybody is an early bird and you get up when the sun is just coming up over the horizon, when it's warmer, you can stand outside and do Lift the Sky as the sun is coming up in the morning. It's really beautiful. So this is a wonderful one for you to do. You can do it indoors, and it's especially wonderful if you are able to go outside at some point in time when the weather gets better. You're able to go out, try to find trees to do it under, because trees are a really good thing for our immunity. I don't know if you knew that, but trees actually give off something. And I know you're saying, well, Renee, trees give off oxygen. Everybody knows that, and we need that to breathe. But they also give off something else. There is something that comes out in that oxygen that actually bolsters our immune system. Scientists are just learning about this and have studied it, and you can probably look it up on Google if you want to. But it's really important if you can do any of these exercises outside under the trees. It's an added benefit for your body. So let's get back from the horse stance. We shift our weight and bring our leg in. And I'll say goodbye for now. You've done a wonderful job.